21-day meditation challenge. Um, Today is day 9, correct? Today is day 9. Those who are
Yes, Pari, it's day 9.
yes, day 9. Welcome everyone. I'm so happy we are here today, starting our second week. In fact, we are in through our second week of meditation. To everyone who is joining every day, I see Hari already here, who is joining every day. A, a warm, really congratulate you for showing up every day here in this platform and meeting all these different great masters from all over the world who are generously sharing their wisdom and experience with us. Before I introduce our next speaker, I would like to first just give a couple of background about who we are. Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement was founded back in 1990 by Brahmashri Subhash Patri. And since then, the mission of this organization has been to spread meditation throughout the world into the masses. There are three pillars of this organization. One is to teach meditation to one and all, and the second is to spread the awareness of compassion through plant based living and bring spirituality and science together with pyramid technology, building 20,000, in fact, 25,000 and more pyramids across the world as of today. There are millions of pyramid masters who are in right now teaching others and spreading this message of meditation, because in this organization we believe that we are all masters, we are all gods, and we absolutely create our realities, and we are all here to plant the seed that we are creators and awaken each and every one to find their own truth, find their own purpose on this earth. So with this, I would like to invite our next speaker, which is my favorite. I really have worked with her specifically, and I've seen her amazingly shine her light. Today we have Gayathri Chavva from UK joining us. Gayathri is an IT professional with 10 plus years of experience working as a senior manager in a MNC IT firm. She started her meditation journey around a year ago. Since then, she has seen tremendous transformation in her personal and professional life. She is now spreading the awareness about meditation and plant based diet in her local communities, and is also an active volunteer in PCS UK, which is Pyramid Call Services UK, Divine Feminine Sangha platforms. She's a certified meditation coach as well. So today, without any delay, we'll invite Gayatri to join us and take us forward this session.
Thank you so much, Pari. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. And also, I would like to thank you and PSSM Global for giving me this opportunity today to be here on this platform. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Gayathri. I would like to congratulate all of you for taking up this 21-day meditation challenge, because you all are brave souls, courageous souls. You have overcome all the excuses that your mind was giving, and you took this first step. It really is a big step. So congratulations. And also, I would like to thank you for coming here, joining us every day, and sharing your energies with us. It really is very important. Thank you. Like Pari said, I am from science background. I have completed my MTech and have been working as senior manager in MNC IT firm. I started my meditation around a year ago. At the time, I was going through one personal problem in my life, and the science that I knew, some science that I have been believing in, was not providing any solution to that problem. I started looking for a solution outside. That's when, by the time I was already watching videos of Dr. Brahmarshi Newton Kondaviti in PMC online TV. And I was also watching the meditation experiences of various pyramid masters. I somehow knew inside that maybe a pyramid master can provide a solution to the problem. So I went to pssmovement.org website and I got in touch with Sri Lakshmi. She's one of the great and compassionate master. Though she didn't know me at the time, it was first time I was calling her. She patiently listened to my problem, and she told me that, Gayatri, meditation is a solution for all the problems. I am starting this 40-day meditation challenge program. Why don't you start? So that's how my meditation journey started. I took up the challenge and I successfully completed it. And that's when I started with my meditation journey. It's basically around the same time I started my journey. And today I am here with all of you. It really is a very happy moment for me. And also, I would like to say that the meditation has brought so much of transformation in my personal and professional life. It basically changed the perspective towards life completely. Before my meditation, I was emotionally imbalanced. I basically was a very reactive person. And also, I used to depend on other person's emotions. If the other person is angry, I used to get angry, irritated. I used to feel sad. All these things that used to happen. After coming into meditation, after practicing meditation for a few months continuously, I realized one day that I am in a state of naturally being balanced. It is not as if I'm trying it that I'm starting meditation, so I have to be in that state. It's not like that. I found that I'm naturally in a state of emotionally being balanced. I got more clarity in the situation, and also the control. I got control over the situation around me. And meditation has redefined a success for me. Earlier, success for me was to earn lots and lots of money, to buy a house, buy a car, all these things. But now, success for me is to live in the present moment, to be happy, to live in the present moment, to be in a state where I only think the thoughts that I get generated are only useful thoughts. Earlier, there were so many wasteful thoughts before meditation. So that's how I'm continuing on my journey with meditation. So with this, let's all start our meditation practice today. I request all of you to sit in comfortable posture. Before our meditation, I would like to tell you one thing that I would like to start with quick coherence technique. A quick coherence technique, I will just explain you what it is, how we need to do the quick coherence. I will just explain. It is a two-step process, and rest the information, the background related to it, I will give you after our meditation session. So what quick coherence, how we can do is, it is a two-step process, like I said. First step is when we try to take slower and longer breaths. Okay, so we make sure that each of our inhalation and exhalation last at least for 5 seconds. For example, I will just show you now. Either you can, it is not mandatory to cross your legs or, clasp your hands, close your eyes. But usually it is, usually participants I interact with, they usually try to put hands on the heart or chest area to get more connected with the heart. And with closing eyes, we feel more connected. So anything is fine. So basically what we need to do, we need to take slower and longer breaths. Like for example, let's say, I will just show you once. I just finished one inhalation and one exhalation. We breathe as if we are breathing from our heart. That's first step. We try to do this. We try to connect with our heart for first 3 to 4 minutes. And after that, the second step that we try to do is we think of one memory, one sweet memory that we have from our past. It could be anything, visiting a beautiful place, or hugging your child, or meeting your loved ones, or appreciation from your boss. It could be anything. We try to re-experience the same feeling that we have felt at that moment when we were going through that experience. We feel as if it is happening right now in this present moment. And that's, we try to sustain that feeling or that emotion for a couple of more minutes. So that's two-step process. I hope I have not confused you. The first step is to take slower and longer breaths. And the second step is to think of any past memory which is very close to your heart and think as if it is happening at the moment, what you feel at that moment in your heart, the joy, the compassion, the gratitude, whatever it is, just try to feel it again now in this present moment. So it's just that. And after that, we slowly go into the Anapanasati. We start our Anapanasati meditation by crossing our legs, clasping our hands like this, and closing our eyes. And we start observing our natural and normal breath. So this is the process, friends. Let's get started. I will share the music. Thank you. Please sit in a comfortable posture. Place both of your hands on your heart or chest area. And you can gently close your eyes. We start taking slower and longer breaths. We breathe as if we are breathing from our heart. We focus our attention on our heart area. And we start taking slower and longer breaths. The technique that we are doing helps us synchronizing our heart with our mind. This is the state which we call we are in coherence state. We are taking slower and longer breaths. We are breathing as if we are breathing from our heart. When we are in this coherent state, our intuition power naturally increases. We connect more with our heart. For one more minute, let's try to breathe as if we are breathing from our heart. Now, let us try to think of any past memory. It could be visiting a beautiful place, or meeting your good friends, appreciation that you have received, or hugging your child. It could be anything. Just that you can think of at this moment, and re-experience the same feeling, the same emotion that is associated with. While you think of this memory, continue taking slower and longer breaths. We are feeling as if it is happening to us in this moment. We can observe a gentle smile on our face. Continue to maintain this for one more minute. Now you can take your hands from your heart or chest area, clasp your hands, and put it on your lap. Please do not open your eyes. If you have not closed your eyes yet, please close your eyes. Make sure you have crossed your legs. Let's start observing our normal and natural breath. Breath is the only thing which is not in control of our mind. To go beyond our mind, then breath is the only way. Start observing your normal, natural breath. Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. Do not give any energy to the thoughts. Shift your focus back to your breath. 6 more minutes, dear friends. Continue observing your normal and natural breath. We are doing wonderful group meditation today. Let's continue for 6 more minutes. Place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You remove your hands and open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the beautiful meditation. It was really powerful. Thank you. And also, I would like you to share the experience during the end of the session when we have Q&A. Now, let's get started with our topic today, which is anxiety and meditation. Before we get into this topic, I would want to tell you that I have learned most of the subject that I am going to tell you today is basically a repetition of what I have learned in the Resilience Advantage program course, which is conducted by Paripatri. That in that program, I have learned how to connect to the heart. This is the technique that we have just practiced. It is one of the technique that I have learned, which really helps us to connect with our heart. And I learned about heart science, heart facts. That is the best workshop I can say I have attended in my life, because I've learned so many scientific things which are being proven in the laboratories, and which help me to understand about the physiology, what exactly happens within our body. So a little portion of what I have learned, I will be presenting it today. Paripatri, thank you for all the wisdom. And yes, so let's get started. So let's first try to understand what is stress, what is anxiety, and what is depression. We see that in our day-to-day life, we try to use some people, we try to reuse these terms interchangeably. Is there any difference? Are there any similarities? We try to understand. And also we try to understand the physiology behind the anxiousness. What happens when we feel anxious inside our body? We try to understand. That's really very important for us to get more empowered, to gain more control over the problem that we are undergoing. And also we try to look into the symptoms. What are all the common symptoms that we see when we have this anxiety or anxiety-related disorder. And also we will see what happens when we don't acknowledge what we have, the problem that we have. And at the end, we see how meditation can really help us to deal with problems such as stress, anxiety, and depression. And at the end, I would like to share my personal experience also, how I have overcome the problem. So let's get started. Stress. What is stress? Stress is basically a physical response to a problem. It is basically a response to a threat which we see in any given situation. Whenever we are overstressed or whenever we are under the pressure, we normally feel stressed out. For example, when you have to deliver within a particular deadline, or when you have to give a presentation to larger audience, or when there are technical issues, many of these factors, they basically contribute to the stress that we experience in our day-to-day life. I would want you to know that whenever we feel stressed, there are 1400 biochemical reactions that gets triggered within our body, which releases chemicals, and it basically shuts down our system within fraction of seconds. This is basically is called fight or flight mode, where whenever we see perceive unknown danger or unknown fear, when we encounter the stress, then our body automatically goes into the fight or flight mode. Either we try to fight or we try to run away from it. So in this situation, what happens is that our entire body gets shut down. There are few hormones that gets released, and it inhibits the digestion system. It inhibits the secretion and other systems, and it basically induces insomnia and various many other physical, mental, emotional level issues starts occurring. According to a survey conducted in 2019, there are two main stressors for everybody in their individual life. One is work, other one is money. Usually, whenever the stressor goes away, the stress also fades away slowly, eventually. For example, you are worried about not having a job or not earning enough. When you get good job and paid a decent amount, then definitely the stress that is associated will usually fades away. And what is anxiety? Anxiety is basically a constant stress. If we keep on experiencing this constant stress, then that gets converted into anxiety. The stress and anxiety, these are all various things which we experience in our life at various times. But the problem is with the disorder. Anxiety becomes clinically concerning when we have this feeling of when this feeling of anxiety or anxiousness, it persists even when the fear factor is gone, even when the threat factor is gone. For example, you are having a job, you did not have a job, you were stressed out, you were anxious about it. Now you got a job, but still you are feeling worried most of the time. You are not having good sleep, and you are having lack of focus, lack of concentration. You are losing energy. You see that you are losing energy. You don't have much energy, and you feel irritated. All these symptoms that basically leads to a disorder called generalized anxiety disorder, GAD in short form. It is characterized by persistent and excessive worry, where in this situation we lose our rational perspective and we expect something worse that is going to happen to us in our near future, even though there is no reason why we are thinking that way, but still we keep on worrying about few things. We keep on cooking up stories in our mind, and that affects us a lot. That is called anxiety disorder. According to a survey conducted in US, 40 million adults, they are undergoing some kind of anxiety disorder, and worldwide, 1 out of 14 people, they are having these kind of anxiety issues, which is almost 7.1% of world population. So if you are dealing with anxiety problems, or if you are having any symptoms of anxiety, then please remember that you are not alone. And also, when it comes to depression, anxiety and depression, they both go hand in hand. When anxiety is very severe and it is persistent, then that gets intertwined with depression. Depression is the fourth most problem that the world is suffering at the moment. It is very severe and very intense. It basically affects our entire system. It includes powerful mood swings and worry, a severe pain we feel, even though we don't know the reason why we are feeling that way. And it basically, when it happens, we don't even feel like doing something or enjoy some things which we used to enjoy in the past. Like we like singing, but we don't like to sing anymore. We don't like to dance anymore. Basically when it occurs, we basically lose our interest to enjoy this life. It is that severe. So we now understand have got good understanding of what is stress, anxiety, and depression. Now let's try to understand the physiology behind it. It is really very important to understand, because that's when we get to know more about the problem. And when we go to the roots of it, we get grip of the problem. That's when we will be able to better deal with it. So when it comes to physiology, we have a nervous system within us called autonomous nervous system, ANS. It basically regulates 90% of our body functions, such as breathing, heart rate, digestion, sleep, etc. It is connected to so many glands, including which basically secrete hormones, and it also gets get connected to the heart and the brain, and it has got two branches. So I just found one picture in the internet. Let me just try to share it with you for better understanding of what I'm trying to say. So as you can see in the picture, on the left hand side it is a sympathetic nervous system, on the right hand side it is a parasympathetic nervous system. They both are connected to heart. So any changes in the nervous system basically affects the heart rate. The sympathetic nervous system is when there is a fight or flight response. When you encounter a fear or a danger, for example, somebody is approaching you with a knife, you just immediately react. You don't get to think much in that situation. And within your body, there are two hormones that get secreted, which are cortisol and adrenaline, I think. These two hormones, they get released, and then all your body gets shut down. So the system gets shut down. It inhibits secretion, it inhibits the digestion, it relaxes the bladder, and all of them, that they happen within fraction of seconds. And this is what happens during the sympathetic nervous, whenever we activate the sympathetic nervous system. Cortisol is very important. It is an alerting system which really is needed whenever we are in danger. We need to get alerted. That really helps us in alerting. But when we activate it over the time, when we try to activate it every now and then what happens? It becomes a stress which is very occurring, and that then leads us into the depression, anxiety problems. On the contrary, as you can see, the parasympathetic nervous system, it is also called rest and digest system. When it is activated, the heart will be calmer, the heartbeats will be calmer, the heart rate will be calmer, and it will facilitates digestion, stimulates secretion, and it contracts bladder, etc. So basically, this is all about so this is all about the science behind it. Whenever you feel stressed, whenever you feel anxious, that's what is happening within your body. So many hormones are getting secreted, and so many systems within your body are getting switched off. Now let's try to understand what happens. What are the symptoms, various symptoms that we see? Whenever we feel stressed, whenever we feel anxious, we feel butterflies in our stomach, we sense increased heartbeat, tightness in the chest, rapid breathing, headaches, some problems with our immune system, and all these symptoms which are basically natural occurrences whenever adrenaline gets released within our body. When it comes to generalized anxiety disorder, the symptoms are more severe, where there will be insomnia and loss of energy. You don't have much energy to focus. You cannot concentrate. You have trouble with the memory, and also you are easily frustrated, irritated. These are all the symptoms that we usually see for people in people having these kind of disorders. So we now discuss the disorders. Now let's try to understand what should we do to deal with it, and what happens if we don't deal with it. Please understand that the key to any problem is to identify, acknowledge, and deal. If you don't acknowledge that you have that problem, you will never be able to handle it. If you don't, sometimes people might say that, see, I'm having some health issues, I'm having some stress related issues, but these are all very natural, very common, they might say. Remember that no disease is natural, no disease is normal. It is your body way of saying that something is wrong with your body, and you need to focus what is going wrong, and you need to correct that. And also some other people might say that even though I am feeling stressed at the moment, I am performing well in my job. Please remember that you might be performing well now, but over the time, your body slowly starts giving up. There is a threshold point for every system. If you reach to the threshold point and if you go beyond, then definitely the problems start occurring. So here we need to be more proactive than be reactive. If we do not acknowledge, if we do not treat the problem, then more and more physical or emotional related issues which we start seeing, like for example, high blood pressure, heart diseases, immune system getting corrupted, which when we try to attract more and more infections and cold and other viruses, etc. So basically, it also, when if you don't treat it well, it also affects your individual performance and your performance within your group. That's why if you see most of the HR teams nowadays, they are coming up with so many programs on mental health, mindfulness, and they are starting up programs like Women Connect, Fake It Until You Make It. All these programs, basically, they are coming to help many of us to cope with our day-to-day stress and anxiety related issues. Now let's try to understand how meditation can help us deal with problems such as this. Basically, every problem, as per my understanding, it starts with a negative thought within our mind, right? So in our meditation, what we are trying to do, we try to observe our normal and natural breath. Though the thoughts are coming, we don't give attention to the thoughts. They come and they go. We don't judge them. We do not acknowledge them. So with this practice, what we are trying to do, we are making sure that we are not falling in the trap of our repetitive anxious thoughts. This basically makes us increase our focus and awareness about what exactly are we thinking. Even when I started my meditation journey, that I understood how many unnecessary thoughts I was thinking, how many loads of thoughts I was getting. Earlier, I was very much unaware, unconscious about it. But after coming into meditation, I've realized that how many unnecessary thoughts my mind was started thinking. And also, meditation activates parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest system, which basically slows our heart rate. It calms it down, and it facilitates digestion, it facilitates secretion, and it basically helps our body relax. And also in our when with meditation, with continuous practice of meditation, we learn two things. First thing is that the thoughts, they do not control us, they do not define us. And second thing, that the thoughts are not real. With this new perspective, we get to establish a new relationship with the anxiety that we have. We take it in different way than how we were taking it before. And also, there is a research that is being conducted, which shows that continuous practice of meditation, it reprograms our neural pathways, and it also regulates positive emotions. It basically is the positive emotion which we were unable to feel or regulate, because of which we are feeling this stress and anxiety problems. So if you are having more positive emotions, you will be more elevated. You will not be attracted to the lower energies. You will always be vibrating in high energy state. Then naturally the stress and the anxiety and its related problems will fade away. And also one more scientific research which is done by Harvard neuroscientist, she observed that there are changes in the brain. She picked up group of meditators, and she asked them to meditate for 8 weeks, for 30 days 30 minutes on an average every day. After 8 weeks, when she scanned, she understood that the amygdala, the brain which is responsible for fight or flight response, that got reduced, which is directly proportional to the stress levels, which means that the stress levels got automatically reduced. Just 8 weeks of meditation every day, 30 minutes on an average. Also, meditation helps us to improve self-compassion. This basically helps us to accept uncomfortable feelings and not to judge ourselves because of whatever we are feeling because of those uncomfortable thoughts. we basically become more empathetic and open-hearted, and we try to understand from others' point of view instead of judging others. This helps us in reducing the high blood pressure, heart related issues, and we go into more coherent state. So this basically some of the advantages we discussed here today, which are very useful when we do the meditation practice. It here the key here is to meditate every day. Make sure that you at least meditate with the number of minutes which is equivalent to your age, and that's how we can start our practice, meditation practice. And along with that, we can follow the diet, plant-based diet. In my case, what I have done, I have realized I was very unconscious. Like I said, I was very unconscious about my stress and anxiety related issues. When I attended Paripatri's Anxiety to Serenity workshop, then I realized that, oh, I am having anxiety issue. At that point of time, I realized. Then I started addressing it. I was already doing meditation, and I also attended uh, this program on heart science, which really helped me to connect with my heart. And within few weeks, you don't believe me, within few weeks, I was completely able to overcome my stress. And I was really very happy that I understood the secrets of a heart, and I was able to connect more with myself. So that's about me, my personal experience. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time today. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions, if you want to share anything, yes, please do share. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri. That was amazing. The way you explained everything clearly and in such simple way about the stress, about anxiety, what it really means to be in stress. And the one thing I really like what you said was disease is not our natural way of being. It is not the way we are intended, not the way that we are designed. So that was really beautiful. Thank you for sharing your amazing, amazing wisdom. I know this was such a short time and you really covered a lot. And I really wanted to hear more about this. We hope that you will come back and teach us more about this subject, especially. And now I would like to ask anybody if you would like to share your experience about meditation or any question that you may have for Gayatri today. Please unmute yourself and switch on your camera and ask your question. Anything you may have, any question. It's been 9 days now, so we are definitely past the introduction.
Yeah. And also, I would like to hear how you felt while you are doing heart coherence for the first time. When
Mhm.
I try to explain this technique, I see so many people connecting to it. So I really would like to hear how you have felt today. This is something which is very close to my heart. I love this.
If you do not want to ask, you can also put it on the chat. But until that, I would like to ask Gayatri about what are you doing now? How are you spreading this message of meditation in your community? Or I know you live in UK, so what are you doing to do this?
Yes. So the first thing is in my organization, I've recently got my certificate. So in my organization, I have reached out to HR, and luckily, my one of the higher management, he already he started doing meditation. So it was easy for me to reach out. And in my local community, I'm actually waiting for an opportunity to spread it to a bigger group via HR teams. But in the meantime, I'm spreading with my teams that I'm closely working now in my company who are just living nearby. So that's one thing that I'm spreading, and the other thing is through voluntary work. So I decided to spend some percentage of my time every day to do voluntary work apart from my meditation practice. So it could be anything, hosting a session or anchoring or being a co-host. It could be anything. I just love being technical background, so I try to do most of it. Most of the time, I try to do that. So yes, and also to my family and friends. My mother, who is here, she was non-vegetarian. She is now become vegetarian, and she starts doing meditation 2 hours at a stretch. And yes, so, and my daughter also, which is who is 3 year old, she does 10 seconds of meditation with me.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And we have a few comments here. Anora says this connection felt really nice. Madhavi says Madhavi is our master from PSSM USA, who is actively spreading this message of meditation in USA. She says beautifully explained, Gayatri. One of the toughest things that everyone go through, and you explain it very well. Thank you. Um, Prabhinder says, thanks for clearing all doubts related to anxiety. Harish says, thank you. Shweta says, felt very nice, warm during the heart meditation. And Haima says, it's a wonderful experience, ma'am. At the first day of meditation, I could not able to sit longer time, but later when I asked my body permission, I could able to sit longer time. Now with the heart technique, I felt very beautiful and joy.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you. Yeah.
and then Srividya, you raised your hand. Would you like to please unmute and speak?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
It was a wonderful session, and I'm a science student. Science means my background is science, and you explained it scientifically very well. And which is actually, it's not that I'm not convinced about meditation, but I am very much convinced today. And now I understood the outcome of meditation. It's not we are not working for some outcome, but it is really I understood the reason behind doing this calm meditation, how it is going to help our body and all. So now my question is, see, it's very easy to deal. I feel it's very easy to deal outsiders, but when you deal your family members, sometimes we get very anxious without our knowledge or without any like will. So how to calm down or how to control our anxiety at that moment? It is very natural. Sometimes it happens to us, no? So
It
how
is.
to calm down? Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
are 100% true that it is very natural that we get to react because that's how we programmed. We react. So what we need to do, what that I have also faced the problem that you are explaining. So what I have done, I will tell, and I will also would like to ask Pari to spread more light on that. So basically, what we need to do is to try to respond and not to react. When we react, that's when the problem gets doubled or tripled. So even the other person is reacting, you try to understand and try to respond to that, not react. There is a difference. If you try to react, then you are involving your emotions, feelings with it.
yeah,
You try to respond, you are just calm and composed in your state and you are just responding to that particular problem. That basically helps you to be in more calmer, more peaceful state. The other person will be taking lots of time based on his evolution, but you be in more calmer state. That's first thing that helps. And naturally for me, what used to happen is that people around me, because I get very angry, people around me used to take advantage and they used to do the same things again and again just to make me angry, make me feel sad, etc. So what I have done, I don't know, so out of nowhere, while doing this practice of meditation, I've realized one day that I am going through this loop with where the other person, basically I'm not in control of my own emotions. I'm falling for the trap is what I understood. That's when I've become very aware of how I react, how I respond. That has changed the things
after
which
meditation.
that are
After
changed the things around me. And
okay.
you, after you do meditation continuously, I'm sure definitely we will be in a state where we don't get affected by our in
Obviously.
thoughts or outside thoughts that are. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So also most of you, I see that you guys are connected to the heart coherence, which we did. Really, it is something which is very close to my heart. I try to practice it every day, early in the morning and before I go to bed in the night. If you would want to learn more, I really would suggest all of you to get connected. So if you can go to paripatri.com website, under Work With Me, there is this program, Resilience Advantage program. You can go there and you can query about when is the next happening. Even in the Telugu language, when I given the workshop, many people have called me and asked me that how can we get more information about it. It's really worth doing. Everyone must do it. That's what I truly believe. So please get connected and please start the course. And if since now you have learned quick coherence, please start practicing it more and more. You'll definitely see the benefits. Thank you. Thank you, Pari. I took more time, I think.
No, no, no. It's absolutely great. And thank you so much, Gayatri, for coming in and sharing and giving us your time in sharing this information with everybody. And I think in this time, you have so beautifully connected spirituality, meditation with the science, which is so needed for everybody to understand and teach to our children, teach to our co-workers at work. To really, it's not just that we just have to be logical and take everything in life that it is a normal part of our life, but we can actually change our lives by connecting to our heart and meditating every single day. So thank you so much, and we would love to have you back again on another topic on this platform. And
Definitely. Thank you so much.
and also everybody can connect. If you are in UK, there is a organization in UK as well. Here we have given all the Telegram and WhatsApp information of global. So if you need any information about in your own country, in your own city, if you would like to inquire about pyramid meditation, you can send an email to pcs@pssmglobal.org, where we will connect you to your local masters, local groups, so that you can start practicing meditation together, and share this experience. Because one of the thing that we truly emphasize is sharing. Your stories are powerful. Your experiences are powerful that can impact other people's lives. There people can really there are so many unanswered questions that will just be cleared by you sharing your experience. So we invite everybody to come forward and please let us know your stories, your experiences. You can send us an email to support@pssmglobal.org. And also we also invite volunteers to come join this movement in spreading this message. This organization is completely non voluntary, non-religious, non-cult, donation based organization. So we welcome any kind of support that you would like to contribute for this mission to spread this message to the masses, in your own local language, in your own community, or anything that you have a calling to serve and you have a calling to do something, then we are here to support you. So thank you. And with that, we will sign off now, and we will see you on day 10 with another great master from Europe, Germany. She has started PSSM Germany, Madhu Gajala, and we are going to learn another great topic from her. So thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Gayatri.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll
Thank
all
you,
see you
ma'am.
guys tomorrow. Bye bye.